We shall see. And there it goes. That's one. Let's not forget we have more than one. That little stop there, so want to make sure that we always have some stuff. You'll get Coke. Also, I don't need to do that again. I could just shift, right click on a train, and then shift left click on another train. Copies its schedule. In case you didn't know that little thing either. Also, that is... You are not full. No, you are not full. You can fuel, and then come back and start over again. Also, I'm going to have a bit of a buffer. A bit of a buffer of stuff. So that's sodium hydroxide. We're done. For now. With the sodium hydroxide. It's moving, well, correction. I am a little bit uncertain how long these are going to last, these salt mines. I mean, we've got several 100 million units of salt, so I think it'll last for a little while. I think we're good on that front for now. So this should be fine. And I now have a thing that I can just copy and paste, right? I now have this that I can copy and paste and be like, hey, this is 80 per second of sodium hydroxide, consuming 80 per second of salt and, 4 yellow belts worth of Coke. Just 4 yellow belts of Coke, just casually. So glad I made this map before they decided to make it so that all of the stuff was raw coal. To make all coal into raw coal. Yeah, that was a pretty good decision. Granted, I don't have any other coal on this map. It will only ever be raw coal, and yeah, let's just say that the raw coal that spawns is going to be about yay big. That's going to be the size of the raw coal patches that spawn. Yeah. That might be a problem in the long run. But we've got mushrooms. Yes, I know it can be changed, but we've got mushrooms. And you know what mushrooms make now? Yeah, Thalgi makes raw coal now, in case you were wondering. So, we can make raw coal out of Thalgi perpetually. Doesn't even matter that we don't have any of those patches of sufficient size. We'll be able to do the stuff normally. I'm stuck. No. Let me free. Why won't you go away? Let me loose. Anyhoozle. I can apparently also use manure at the moment with a loop. Oh, by the way, there is one very, very important change that was made in the electric network info. Have you noticed the one very, very, very important change that has been made to the electric network info? I noticed it relatively recently, but it's not really one of those things that you're used to seeing. This number right here was not presented previously. This particular number right here, this number, the amount consumed, satisfaction, that number was always present. You always knew exactly how much you were using. But you never knew exactly what the game thought was your maximum production. You never knew before exactly the number that the game thought is your maximum production. I'm not going to say that this is the actual maximum production of your base. This is what the game thinks your maximum production is for power. And it's nice that this is here. That this is shown to us. In our case, at the moment, this is an accurate number. Right now, this is an accurate number, but as soon as we add in combustion mixture and the combustion turbines, this will not be accurate anymore. That's just due to the implementation of the varying efficiency of the temperature of the combustion mixture. This will assume that you are burning 1000 C combustion mixture, basically, at all times. So right now, this number is correct, but like the moment I start dealing with combustion mixture, it's going to assume that you're throwing full 1000 degrees C at whatever combustion turbines you're using. So it should work fine with solar. It will give you the value of your peak solar generation, but it will not work well with the combustion mixture just because of the temperature of the combustion mixture. You will have to do that math yourself. I've known for a long time that this bar was never correct with the combustion mixture, and would have to just do the math anyway. However, we can see that I am in need of more power, right? We can see that I am in need of more power soon. Soon-ish. Anyway, so we got sodium hydroxide going. 1000 C combustion mixture. When do you get it? Combustion mix. What is the first 1000 C combustion mixture? Slash only. Yeah, I think it's at energy generation 3 where you can actually get 1000 C, and it is out of coal briquettes. I'm pretty sure this is the recipe. P-gas, coal briquettes, refined syngas. This is the one that gives 1000, and it is energy gen 3. So what is energy generation 3 is blue science. So this is not purple, this is blue, and that's the 1000 C recipe right there. So it's blue that you can get this. Is it worth doing? Is a completely separate question, somewhat related. Is it worth doing to get the full 1000 C? It would be better with the Mark III combustion turbines. I can say that with absolute 100% certainty that it would be far better to do it with the Mark III combustion turbine than any other turbine. But I don't like the refined syngas in particular of this. That takes power too. So it and then of course it's also taking the coal briquettes, and you have to go into, well, what is the power that's required to even get to coal briquettes in that form anyway? Same with the petroleum gas. I like the idea of any recipe that does not consume a solid fuel, not consume it. Like in this case, diesel and fuel rods for 800 C combustion mixture. That is not good. that is not a good use of fuel rods, for example. Not a particularly good use of fuel rods at that point. Now, Energy Gen 2 unlocks a number of other recipes, in particular, kerosene. That does not use coke at all. It's hydrogen and kerosene. That is a very good 800C recipe where the complexity is what the power usage is to get the kerosene in the first place. So that kerosene recipe is pretty good because vast majority of the rest of the recipes will use coke in it. Vast majority, basically everything else. And as usual, it will depend on what you use, what processes you use to make these things anyway. That's what it ultimately comes down to, is what processes are you using to make these things? Like you have to compare the power used in the coke generation for the amount of coke versus the power used in the generation of the kerosene and hydrogen. So all the other recipes use like at least 3 coke per cycle. How much power does it actually take to produce that 3 coke? And then how much fuel value of coke is being consumed there to do that comparison as well. Cost benefit analysis and what's that term again? There's a term for this. About making use of your time versus doing something else that's more valuable. There is a term for this. Now I'm not thinking return on investment. I'm thinking of opportunity cost. That's the one. That's the term. You have to deal with the opportunity costs as well from this. How one spends their time is important. By the way, if you've ever played Black Desert Online, Black Desert Online is like it is the ultimate lesson of opportunity cost. And very few people actually learn those lessons of opportunity costs because it is very much a game designed to focus on one thing and it rewards focusing on doing one thing really well, right? Like if you want to get into any life skill, focus on one thing, be really good at it, and then sell what you make at that one thing and buy everything else. Don't try to make everything because you're just wasting time, right? Because you just waste your time. Because you're not going to be that good at anything else besides that one thing in general. It is much better to say gather blood to sell to buy other things that you need that you could otherwise make yourself because you're just so good at doing that one thing of gathering the blood. And the game is rewarding you a lot for doing that one thing. Anyway, so we have that. I need a station here requesting the sodium hydroxide. That is our next step after getting so very distracted. That is the next step. Station for sodium hydrox. I don't even really care about the spacing anymore. There should be spacing. You there. Mol NaOH. Oh, didn't get the stupid top one. Come on. You. Oh, autosave. Autosave. Come on. Do that. Okay. Just give me my sodium hydrox. What tab is that again? Oh, right. I need to actually, define the thing in the first place. Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Let's actually define that station. I think it's Pyro, oddly enough. No, it's not. Oops. NaOH. What? Let's play Find the Tab. Find the tab. It is... Well, I guess I am blind. Sodium hydroxide. It is Pyro. It is actually Pyro. Where the hell in Pyro? There. There. I was looking down here. Like, by salt. No, it's here. Okay. There's that defined. Cool. Request it now. Bring me my trains. They're gonna come in and do their thing. Just use the search. Yes, I have used the search. Hey, they're arriving to do the sodium hydrox stuff. Is the train waiting patiently? Yes, it is. It's waiting patiently. Yay. Oh, I'm very happy that this is behaving like this. By the way, this means that I have signaled everything correctly thus far, right? I've got the train here, unloading all the way over here, and having the next one sitting in the waiting area at the exact location I want it to sit inherently means that every signal is correct up to this point. That is good confirmation that the signals are correct. And I'm out of coffee. I'm sad now. I'm out of coffee. So that sodium hydroxide has removed that bottleneck from a lot of the other systems going on right now. So yeah, I've got like... Oh right, I never... Duh. Why did I not the thing? Do that, please. Oh right, that would explain. Yeah, that would be a limiting factor. That would be a good reason why I am not using red belt stacking at the moment. That would be a good reason to not use red belt stacking at the moment. I don't even have like a stack of the splitters yet. Well, Immortal, has there been a release of petroleum handling? If no, then no, the Kevlar thing hasn't changed yet. So in this recipe, the amount of PPD has officially been reduced to 5 in the code for petroleum handling, but it does need to be released still. That hasn't been pushed. This recipe is in Pi petroleum handling, I think, or whatever one it's in. There's or it's not in what you think it would be in. Is my point? It's in some other thing, and I posted it on the community Discord. But yeah, there was a change. It's like I guess 4 days ago at this point to one of the modules, and I think it was pH petroleum handling, and it is reduced to 5. It's just that particular module wasn't pushed yet. Now, assuming that this is 5 ppd, if we look at these two recipes, what is nylon? When will I get to blue belts? How will I squeeze the lubricant? Oh, well, when it comes to blue belts, because yes, stuff uses lubricant from blue. Good questions. I might just use stuff that's completely different. Like I might just do something completely different. Yeah, cuz I see the point that's being made with the blue belt stuff. Da 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 da. But it's in the middle, isn't it? Yeah. It's like in the center. Yeah, that could cause some problems. So I will. I mean, I could just shift everything up too. I mean, I don't need exactly quote unquote need this spacing either. So it's like, oh, I could shift up and do like this type setup where it just goes out, like you're doing the vanilla blue circuits with the uh, sulfuric acid, that type of thing. I've done that before. I just may do the blues outside of this matrix. I mean, I could trim that by 1. Depends on how many other things use the stuff. Anyway. So, Rayon. Rayon is the thing that I was making that sodium hydroxide for. By the way, that's what I was doing that sodium hydroxide for, because I need the rayon to make stuff. And I needed sodium hydroxide because there was a... What's the other building for the sodium sulfate? Chem plant. Sulfuric acid, sodium hydroxide. This is the one that I was going to do. So, sulfuric acid, huh? Gee, I wonder if we have sulfuric acid anywhere. I wonder if we have sulfuric acid anywhere so we could do this. All the sodium hydrox. By the way, they changed this to now be able to like push enter on the thingy. But they still need to make it so that you can push E. to accept. Why can I... So they did fix the set request thing. Fix. So that you can make edits and you can hit the check mark by pushing enter. It needs to be E. Sorry. It needs to be E. I need to be able to push E and have it be that check mark to close out. It needs to be the E key. I am not going to move my left hand to push enter. Now, it does work on numpad enter. Numpad enter will work. So I could use the right hand off of my mouse to click the enter on the numpad. But that assumes that, well, you have access to a numpad to make that easier. And not everyone's keyboards have a numpad on it. Escape. What if E is enter, what do you use for cancel? Escape. Which escape totally escapes. Escape key totally closes the window without changing. I'm imagining here. Yeah, so escape cancels already. Also, so I noticed that there was an update for the Windows. There was a window update on these pipes, and I think that's just showing the icon. I think that is just to make sure that the icon is shown. But I did see that there was some update on these multi-purpose pipes that refer to the window. But hey, we've got sodium sulfate now. We've got that. Then we need to convert. I don't even know what's the numbers I'm targeting again on this. Am I even targeting? No, I'm not. I'm not even targeting. Okay, Rayon. I've been doing this and I don't even have a plan. Yay! What's one factory's output? Factory 1. 0.84, really? One factory's output is 0.84. So 0.84, that's a 1-to-1 with the carbonate. I need a few more of these. Okay. Alright. See you in an hour then, Immortal. I'll be here still. Really? Alright, I'm glad it's telling me that it's 8 1/3, but do I really need this many place values to tell that it's 8 1/3? Or that it's 6 2/3? So, just trying to think about this a little bit. I also need you. How do I want to get my 4.17 propene? Gee, I wonder how I'm going to get my 4.17 propene. I mean, it's not like I have access to a Tholen recipe or anything, right? I mean, it's not like I have access to a Tholen recipe or anything. Let's actually get this the proper way. What in the hell? Oh, it's what is this trying to give me? It's trying to give me water. It's trying to make water for me. Can you believe that this is trying to make water for me? So I have to add a way of getting water above all the other stuff. Above where it's consumed. I hate this sometimes. The hell mod, because it's trying to give me water. It's trying to give me water that I don't actually need. Yeah. It's like, really? 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 Anyway, so that should be like 1. Yeah, 1 gasifier. That is the point there. I'm not gonna worry about any of the others. I'm not gonna worry about anything else. Nothing else will be worried about on this day. So 4, if I am remembering correctly, 4 was the value for that, and then 3. No, not 4. What was it? 6 point something or other. 8, 3, 3, 3. Okay, that's fine. And then 7, 4, 7, 7. Well, that's good because that means I could do 1 into 1. Oh, come on. How is that? How did I get 1 down? I don't even. Odd. You know what? Just get rid of all that. Limestone. There we go. I will, of course, be getting rid of all of this wonderful, beautiful carbon dioxide. Yeah, that will go away in one of those. Doink, 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 doink. Boom, boom. There we go. Request the things. Don't need that. I need to push E. Yeah, stuffs. Oh, come on, there you go. Come, my minions. Give me the things that I desire. Then water. Custom keys on the mouse. I have 2 side buttons. I have a mouse 4 and 5, quote unquote. I mean, I have a G502, Logitech G502. I don't have anything fancier. I I could assign one of those to enter, I guess. Uh, settings.